It took us 5 days and 2,300 kilometers to drive from Melbourne to Yalara, so the excitement was real when it finally came time to explore some desert landscapes. Being back in the red dirt, under the clear blue sky, and surrounded by the unique flora and fauna here in outback Australia made me feel like I was in a different world. We've been taking it pretty slow since we arrived here. Slow travel is always something we've wanted to do during our time on the road. I really appreciate when we have the time to connect more deeply with a certain place, but the next destination always seems too exciting for me to wait. I guess sometimes it takes rolling your ankle to actually allow yourself the time to slow down.
Uh-oh.
Now I've got a bunch of spikes in my foot. These things are no joke. The grass is so dry.
You're a little bit accident prone at the moment.
Jeez.
Maybe because Venus is in retrograde.
Last night I was going for a run and managed to roll my ankle pretty bad. So I can't really walk at the moment, which isn't ideal for the week we had planned. I was sort of hoping it would be one of those rolls where I'd go to bed and wake up and it would be all sweet, but it only got worse this morning and my ankle is literally a balloon now. This is when we need a first aid kit in the van, isn't it?
Yeah, actually. If anyone needs a first aid kit, it's us, and we don't have one.
Thank you. We drove into Kata Tjuṯa nice and early this morning. The anticipation has really been building because we've basically just been sitting at camp waiting for my ankle to heal. It's been a few days and it is feeling a bit better, so we're gonna do the Valley of the Winds hike today. It's a 7.5 kilometer circuit and it should take about 4 hours, so fingers crossed all goes smoothly. It is a beautiful day for it though. The sun is shining and there's basically no wind, which is great for this hike. It's called Valley of the Winds because on a windy day it can be pretty hectic. The way that the rocks are formed creates wind tunnels that comes through. So we have also been waiting for a day that we know is going to be nice to do the hike. We're just finishing off our morning coffee and then we're going to go start the hike.
Up and it is chilly, but look at the views.
It's pretty rocky. I'm a little bit nervous about my ankle. This hike has been like really hot and then really cold and then really windy and then still. But it's actually perfect right now.
Right now it's perfect.
As soon as you walk between the rocks, the wind gets blocked, and then at some parts it's like a wind tunnel and it was just hectic. The desert wind just cuts right through you. I've got a couple more Ks to go.
We did 12,000 steps.
Nice.
How's your ankle?
I think I'll need to rest my ankle today. There's just so many rocks on this hike that it probably has to be one of the worst hikes you can do when you have a sore ankle. But I'm glad I didn't roll it again.
Yeah, you've done well.
It's a bit more swollen. I need to ice it today.
Yeah. Speed up this afternoon.
The flies just came out full force. Did you notice that?
Yeah, there's heaps.
This is the first day I've even noticed any, I think.
We've been pretty lucky.
Alright, should we head back?
Okay.
Little Zena has been snoozing in the tent this morning. We pulled up our tent under this shady patch here. So it's actually quite nice still. Oh, hello! Oh, hello! Who's there?
Look who it is! It's a little desert dog. Hello, desert dog.
Making coffee number 2. Which is probably the best spot to stay. There's not too many options, to be honest, but it is a great campground. There's lots of space, and when it gets really busy they open up the back section, so if you do have a van or a caravan you can just pull up back there. We've been really enjoying just having some extra space and staying in our tent, and it's been really good for when we go into the national parks because there's enough shade that we can just leave Zena in the tent, and she's sweet. Like, she just sleeps the whole time, and then when we come back we just make sure to take her for walks. But I think she's been loving it too. We're heading back out to Kata Tjuṯa for sunset, but I'm just going to run into the IGA here and grab a few snacks to have with the view. I'm so excited to show you guys sunset at Kata Tjuṯa. It is just the most magical thing. I'd almost say I like it maybe even better than the Uluru sunsets. Back out to Kata Tjuṯa. Apparently this is where all of the flies live because there are so many, and there was none at camp today. But the light is just starting to glow on Kata Tjuṯa and it looks really gorgeous. Gorgeous macaroonies. Not my most beautiful work, but it'll do. Look at that color.
It's crazy how cold it's gotten right now.
Yeah, as soon as the sun sets here in the desert, the temperature just drops straight away and gets really cold. But the good thing is, the flies have also dropped a bit.
Definitely.
This has to be one of the most magical places in all of Australia to watch a sunset. Just seeing the red color on the rock light up and then all the pastel colors follow. I think it's one of those places I can show you, but you kind of just have to come see it for yourself to fully experience it. Tomorrow we're gonna wake up nice and early again and do the other walk here. It's called Walpa Gorge and it's 2.5 k's, so it should be nice and quick. Good night. Good morning. We are heading up to the sunrise platform here at Kata Tjuṯa. On the way in, the sky was just popping and it's all pink and pretty. Looks amazing.
It's a brand new day and it's beautiful.
Jordan thinks it's cold out, but I'm in shorts.
I'm cold.
I think it's pretty warm this morning compared to what it's been the last couple weeks here. It's a bit busy here this morning. Fingers are feeling a little bit numb now after standing out there for 20 minutes. It's not freezing, but yeah, it's chilly. But that is a beautiful spot to see the sunrise, and it's really cool to see Uluru in the distance as well.
Another day, another hike.
These two domes here are the biggest out of all the rocks in Kata Tjuṯa, and I just feel so small next to them. It's always really nice getting to a spot before the crowds roll in, but I can hear some people coming down now. Just before there was any noise, all you could hear was the birds chirping through the valley here. They're echoing between the rocks and it sounds really cool. This is a really quick walk, so if you're going to do Valley of the Winds or anything else in Kata Tjuṯa, you could probably just fit this in quickly. It's a nice easy path to get down here, and it is really beautiful to see up close. It's pretty interesting to see all these dark patches too, where there's been water that's run down the rocks. The reason why Kata Tjuṯa and Uluru are their color is because the rock has actually rusted, which gives it that really rich color. So the spots where there's been water on it has gone back to its original color, which is actually a really dark black color. We made it back to the van. Felt so nice coming out of the rocks and the sun shining on us. It is so beautiful out, but our fly friends are back. They are everywhere. It's time to head back to camp. It's been a beautiful few days exploring Kata Tjuṯa, so now it is time to see more of